working on shoulder external rotation today. So external rotation of the shoulder comes down to sort of keeping your elbow solid and getting your hand backwards, right? It's not about pulling your elbow behind you. That's not external rotation, right? There's no rotation there. It's about trying to rotate and get your palm or your thumb behind your elbow while holding everything solid, okay? So we're gonna use a door frame or a pole. This one's gonna be really windy. I apologize if you can't hear the mic very well. We're gonna use a door frame or a pole or a wall or anything that you can pin your arm to in order to help us out here, okay? So when we use this device to get into external rotation, I'm going to show you from a side view here. It's not just about leaning forward, right? Because again, that's just the elbow coming backwards. It's about getting into rotation. So what I want to do is take my torso and tilt it forward. So my forearm stays here, but my torso gets a bit more angled to the ground. And now that, if I come off of the wall here, that position here is going to help with external rotation, okay? So set yourself up with your fist and your elbow against this wall here, and we're going to sort of basically pull your hips backwards and get your shoulders down in front of you into a stretch. Okay, stretching into shoulder rotation. You can adjust your position of your arm as need be. I'm going to try to keep this fist-oriented thumb out, not flat like so, and we're just going to hang out here for a bit. So we're going to hold for 60 seconds or so, making sure we still have a stretch in the shoulder, okay? Now, this one's kind of complicated, so while we stretch for 60 seconds, I'm going to explain the concept. So we're going to use two commands. We're going to use push and we're going to use pull. When I say push, I want you to push your fist into the wall. We're getting a stretch on external rotation, so essentially when I say push, we're trying to push back into internal rotation, okay? Now when I say push and you push your fist in, don't let your elbow come off the wall. We don't actually want to get internal rotation. We don't want anything to move. We just want to be exerting that force forward. When I say pull, it comes down to basically trying to get your thumb to touch the wall behind you. You're trying to peel your hand off of this wall or pillar or whatever you're using. But the thing is, we don't actually want your fist to come forward. When you wake up those muscles to pull your fist backwards, instead of your fist coming off, I want you to try to drive your torso more tilted forward into more of an external rotation stretch, okay? So we've been holding for about the right amount of time now. We're still on that stretch. We're going to push your fist into the wall with 20% effort. Try not to let your shoulders come back. Keep everything elbow, shoulder, shoulder, nice straight line, okay? Pushing your fist in with 20%. Careful with this one. Pushing up with 40%. Pushing with 60%. Your elbow stays on the wall, your fist is driving into rotation. Pushing with 80%, careful here, just do what your shoulder can, and as safe but as hard as you possibly can, pushing with 100% effort. This should be tough. Make it tough for another 5, 4, 3, hard, 2, 1, and pull. Try to pull your fist off the wall. Don't actually let it come off. I want you to try to drive your shoulders into more of an external rotation stretch. Come on, get there. Fight, fight, fight. Try to pull your fist off the wall. Drive. Hold tight. Pull. 3, 2, pull. 1, and relax. And relax. Don't leave that stretch. Stay where you are. Let all tension come out of the shoulder. You can unclench that fist and allow some more blood to flow. Keep your elbow pinned. Your elbow might want to come off. Don't let it happen. We're going to hang out in that shoulder rotation stretch. Just relax. We're going to hang out here for about another 15 seconds. Get that shoulder comfortable in this position. Push your elbow into the wall a little bit, actually, while you're in this position. Just make sure that, we're not accidentally coming out of that stretch. Hold steady. Okay, we'll give another 5 seconds here, just completely relaxed. No tension, no pushing, no pulling, just total relaxation in that shoulder, and we'll come out of that position. Excellent job. We just worked on your left shoulder, so you know what's coming up next. We got a shoulder car, one in each direction on the left side. Then you can take this video and rewind it back to the beginning of what we just did, so you can do the exact same process on the right side or on the other side. When you do that other side, you're finished your pushing and pulling. You got one shoulder car backwards and forwards. Make them slow. Take your time. Go slowly in the areas that feel really shitty. That's one round.